Shall we there?
It seems that somebody just joined my live stream. Welcome. I I'm not actually sure how well my voice is heard, so it would be a great help to know if you can hear me properly, and so that I can know that if I should just keep talking here or if I should keep quiet if you can't even hear me. So if you would comment, no. Um, so please give me a comment about whether you can hear me or not. Would be a great help. Thanks. Well, so far no answer. I'll just keep on talking to myself, or maybe somebody can hear it. In any case, talking is definitely more entertaining. So I'm just gonna keep talking until somebody tells me they can hear me or nobody says anything, which I would take as nobody can hear me. So basically, because this is the first time I'm talking on the live stream, so I would really like to know how it's working. And also, if I would get a confirmation that the voice is just fine, I could just talk about anything. I mean, of course, of the work that I'm doing right now to explain a little, but I don't think there's a point on explaining anything if you can't hear me. So, okay. At the moment, I'm just basically trying to get the background. Yes, this is what I wanted. Thank you. So I'm just going to cover the background, cover the area that is later going to be colored with a less eye-watering color, but now I just want to be able to see the area that uh, that I want to cover. So at this point, it doesn't matter that I mean it's actually better that the color is very bright, and I have no trouble seeing where it goes and where it doesn't. Let me quickly write something here. No, okay. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, so now the background is covered wherever I want it to be covered. So next I'm just gonna make it completely white. Thank you. Thank you, I said. And create another layer and make a layer dip for later use. No, actually, I could just rename this as background and create yet another layer and create it characters. So now I'm going to start adding the actual color, which I do using a little friend here. And yeah, now it should be. So basically I'm just first going to color this whole thing very quickly, no pressure, with just the basic skin color, not bothering to add any shades yet. At this point I just want the color to be there. And still, if you can hear my voice, please write a comment there on the comment section if you can, if it's any way possible. Please let me know if you can hear me, because it's kind of bothering me that I'm talking to myself, not knowing if anybody can hear me or if I'm just actually talking to myself. So would be great help if you can write a comment. Oh, somebody just, oh, thank you so much, thank you so much. That just made my day. Now I can just keep talking without wondering whether I'm doing it for nothing or not. Okay, great. So Naruto. Next, I'm going to get your hair done. So as you can see, it's just these basic colors. Because I've noticed that if I start adding the shades at this point, I'm going to readjust them. I mean, I will have to readjust them later. So I'll just, this way I will have less work to do. And that's always a bonus. Yeah, talking to myself is fine. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't maybe. Okay, I will admit it's not even a secret. I do that sometimes. Okay, I do that a lot. But sometimes talking to yourself really helps. I mean, at least that works with me. It helps me to kind of clear my thoughts. Yeah, anyway. So if you have anything to say, if you have anything to comment, like this one person, I don't know how to pronounce that, num BNB something. Like this person is commenting here. If you have something to say, if you have any questions, feel free to write anything that comes to your mind. I am here for my only purpose, not my only purpose. Okay, the only purpose that you can hear my voice is that I mean, this is your chance to get all the answers you ever wanted to hear. I mean, and okay, sorry if I'm not making any sense. This is my first time live streaming with my voice, and I think I have thing or two to learn still. So what with here? Well, actually, I was just thinking of that. That this. I was just thinking that why am I using this small brush? Maybe because I'm focusing too much on my speech and too little on the actual coloring. So if I would shut up for a moment and just color, I think the bigger brush would do it. So now I'll just have to decide what color I want that table to be. Well, I'm not there yet, so I'm just gonna, okay, now let's have a bigger brush. Okay, you see how easy this is, Yasu? Why didn't you do this earlier? You know, you better listen to people sometimes, because sometimes they just know what to do and you don't. Okay. So let me decide that this table is ugly gray. No, not ugly. No, that's too close for with the shirt. So on that one, I know that is going to be quite orange as well. So let me just put here and here and just, yeah, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. So like as you can see, I don't show the whole page. I kind of, I want to keep the rest of the page secret. And this way you will have a chance to see more of the whole coloring process when I'm only working on one single panel. So I can so somehow clearly notice that I've never live streamed with my voice before, because I definitely have some issues with my focus now. Because usually I'm just so into the colorings, like it's nothing else in my mind. But now I have to somehow constantly remember that, oh, there's somebody out there and they can see and hear me. So better behave myself. And the mug. And let's try this. Yeah, I mean, there is this question there and about the lines that I have drawn here already. Yeah, I do. I draw them with first I sketch them with like a with a mechanical pencil that has blue lead in it. And then the final outlines that you can see here are drawn with a mechanical pencil, just like a basic one. And what else was there? Yeah, and I scan the page, and basically after scanning, I just take the file to Photoshop and I add a little brightness and contrast, and that's all I have to do because the lines are very clean at that point. Only just sometimes there are a few gray spots here and there that I erase, but basically the lines that you see here, it's just the Photoshop brightness contrasting, and this is what I get. So I can zoom in here, like when I zoom really close, you can see it's like a pencil line. But I like it. I like it that it's not that sharp. You know, it doesn't. It's softer when you look at it from from this distance, like the distance you would be actually reading the comic. With markers, these other liners, the lines get so much sharper that I don't know. This way is just, I don't know. It feels more like mine. I have tried the liners and ink and stuff like that, but this is just this this is more for me, definitely. Yeah, and I really like it too, like I just said. I like it. And oh, wait a second, is it easy to do? Well, I don't know. I mean, for me it is, but I mean, I've been doing it for years. But from the very beginning, I found it quite easy. But for sure, everyone would have to try it for themselves and see if it's their thing or not. I can't really decide that for anyone else. Um, let me just. Make this other one. Okay. Only comparison is from. Aha, so the person, the commenting person, I'll just call you the commenting person. So you have no experience on My Neighbor Naruto. That's fine. Behind the disc as well, it was the same method, the same way I was creating the pages, except of course I was not coloring them, but everything else is pretty much the same. So yeah. Okay, let me see. There's the water. I would be more, I think I'm just, unless somebody has something to say or ask, mostly going to be I'll try to be, I love talking, so I try to be quite quiet, because otherwise I'm just not going to be focusing the way I should. It's Naruto, so let me put everything orange. Or orangish. Something like that. Um, okay, let me add something here. Actually, for a moment, let me jump onto the background layer and decide the basic main color for the background, which is going to be, let me see. Can we use orange even here? Is it too orange if I put orange everywhere? Let me try something like, no, not that. That's too close with the try. Sometimes you just gotta try and see what works. At least I had to. Oh, hello, who is it? Tanya. Hello to you, and this pig is making me hungry. Damn. I just ate, so it doesn't work for me. At least I would not admit. But let's name. I think the yellowish works for the background. Maybe I'm just going to make it, no, not that one. But I want it lighter. Let me see. Oh, but let me say, trust me, there is one panel on this same page that you cannot see, unfortunately. But oh, sorry. No, I can't pick up now. I'm sorry, person that tried to call me. I can't pick up now. If you want to say something, you will have to message me. I said your name right. Yes, yes. So proud of myself. And at the first try. Ah, damn. Okay, so let me be done. Let's see. Sometimes this also helps to just mirror the picture. I don't know why. It also kind of clears, makes it more clear sometimes. You know, sometimes you just stare at the same picture at the same angle for too long, and then you just become blind to it, or that's how it feels. So mirroring it kind of refreshes your eyes. At least that's what it does to me. And let me add some little shadows here. But I'm going to just focus on the background later. Then what color is meat? I mean, when it's raw, it's kind of red. I'm at least that meat. It's like a grayish red. No, a little more like a, yeah, that could be meat. Yeah, I could take it. I can take it. No, that's too dark. I want the food to look like something that you could imagine eating, not like it has rotten or something. So okay, I'm gonna go with that for now, and then there is a Naruto. Your skin needs some shades. No, that's too bright. Not that one. This one is better. Yeah, this one is definitely better. Tanya, what part are you? Are you talking about the skin? Or what? When with your brown? With the brown, I'm not sure if you're referring to the skin shade. But anyway, like when I color the skin, I often like to go too dark at first. I mean, I make like all the shades very dark, and after that, I start adjusting them with more different shades. But at this point, it's just everything is going to be dark. um, oh, we were talking about the meat. Yeah, yeah. What? Cause I asked what color is meat. Now it's now I'm making it less because really the pink just seems too raw. That's for sure. But let me see if I can. Honestly, what color is this meat? Should I just Google meat color? Google picture search. Well, I will just worry about that later. For now, you can be that. These are some of the things, like some crazy things that. Yeah, it's apparently somebody's getting hungry. Well, I guess we all get hungry sometimes. But like I was saying, that sometimes there are like these things that especially throwing a comic. There's some things that I will have to find out, like the craziest things. For example, the color of meat. You know, in your normal everyday life, you don't have to think what color the meat is. But then suddenly you decide to throw a comic and color some meat, and then you're just like, oh, is meat green or blue? And then you find it's actually brownish. And ah, the crazy, crazy things. Things that I will have to think of that I never thought I will have to think of. That's what drawing a comic is all about. Especially if you are a person that pays attention to details like I do. Ooh la la. It's crazy sometimes. Oh, you feel like my way of shading is best, and I haven't even really gotten started here yet. But thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm still having kind of like these little focusing issues here. But I guess that's one of the things I'll have to learn if I want to keep live streaming in the future. I'll have to learn to focus on what I'm doing. I mean, the work that I'm doing, and then focus on the talking as well, because I believe that I should also be talking, not necessarily all the time, but every once in a while. So let me take this. No, that's too light. I really like the way he's holding his chopsticks, by the way, and the pre-shading with the pencil lines. Ah, all right. Thank you. I actually am very happy with the way he holds his chopsticks as well. That was one of the reasons I chose this panel to be colored here, because I don't know, I in general I like the way that this panel turned out to be. So I'm happy to hear I'm not the only one who thinks that way. High five. Um, And the hair, here. Let me see. And sometimes I just make these, I just smash the color somewhere there. Not doesn't really matter where the color goes as long as the color is the shades that I want it to be. Because then later I'm going to make the actual the how can I say, like the proper shading, because at this point it's basically just choosing the right colors, the colors that I want to be there. So at this point it doesn't matter if the color goes everywhere or if it doesn't go anywhere. It's just as long as the color is there, that's what matters. And that can be pink. Naruto is, I mean, at least in this story, Naruto is right-handed, yes. But in this picture, oh, sorry. In this picture, like he is holding the chopsticks with his left hand. But when he is going to start eating, he is going to have the chopsticks in his right hand. So hope that clarifies it. And then, yeah, this is for my neighbor Naruto. This panel that I am now coloring. Oh, that's way too pink. No, not that pink. No, that's like sick pink. Like, but it's actually fine. It makes it more amusing when it's like really pink here. Yeah, it's fine, perfectly fine. And then a little more yellow here. Let me put you now even more. Yes. uh, yeah, Naruto is definitely just making a point with them. Yes, exactly. And yeah, you see, right? It's even though it cannot be seen uh, completely, but it does say muscle man. The whole thing is there, muscle man. Yeah, because why not? If you're a muscle man, you gotta be proud of it. And Naruto is, he's one of those guys that would be so proud. And I mean, he's not ashamed of himself and all the way he's being. So he would definitely have a mug like that. And he would drink from it like every day and show it to his neighbors and his friends and his cousins and everyone. Okay, yeah. That would be just him. Now a little more gray. Here and here. And let me use something. Yeah, you're fine. I'm just fine. I can Google that maybe later, but Google Muscleman Cup. But right now I'm just going to be focusing on what I'm supposed to be focusing. So, but I can guess there are some nice results whenever I try Googling it. Mm-hmm. Uh, that cup is adorable. No way. Okay, the live stream. Or did the live stream just go offline for a while? I think it did, but now it should be back. Okay, good. So the cup is adorable. Thank you. And where can I read My Neighbor Naruto? I just found you on Tumblr recently. Would it be there? My Neighbor Naruto is only on the website, on my Sasunaru art website, www.sasunaruart.com. And there is this gold membership registration that which costs like $7, lasts for 3 years, which you will have to get in order to see all the pages. There are 17 or 16 pages now, and every Monday new page gets uploaded. There's also this free registration, a basic registration, which allows you to see the 5 first pages of the story for free. But like I said, oh yeah, uh, like I said, if you want to see all the stories and follow the stories till the very end, it's going to be about 100 pages altogether. Then you would have to get the gold membership. But anyway, if you have any questions about it, just feel free to ask. I'm here to answer all your questions. Even the ones that I don't know the answers for, I promise to answer them. Let me see if I could actually just start the proper shading here soon. Oh, Naruto's pants that are orange. Of course his pants are orange. What other color could they be? Orange is everything. Okay. Oh, there's a chair. I need to... The chair has to be colored as well. I think I could make it yellow. A little yellowish. Because that would be kind of Naruto-ish as well. All these bright yellow and orange colors, they're all Naruto-ish. Naruto-like. Something that I can imagine him having. Excuse me. The tablecloth needs something like maybe this friend here. Okay, now that could do it. Also, okay, so if I get the free membership, I can only read the first 5 pages, right? Anything after that, I would need a gold membership for. Yes, when it comes to My Neighbor Naruto. Yeah, there is like other material there too that you can access, but like I said, like what, like and the other comics like Behind the Disguise. If Tanya, if you know about Behind the Disguise, I think was it you that said that you knew about it or not? Anyway, like if you know about Behind the Disguise, if you don't, then you can read the whole comic, or that comic there too, after getting the gold membership. Like there are other comics that the gold membership allows you to read completely after the payment. And okay, I'll get to the other comments later. So, but basically, yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that yes, the free membership gives you only 5 pages of this particular story, and the gold membership gives you everything, all the rest. Yeah. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to explain them the best I can. And then it seems there is somebody new here. Yasu, I love your work. Thank you. I've been following you since 2012. Wow, that's amazing. Your art was my screensaver for months. Oh, that's so sweet. You've got amazing talent, and it's been incredible to see how good it's gotten. Oh, that was so sweet. Like, oh my god. Ooh. I'm just like, thank you so much. Like you can see, you just put a big smile on my face. So thank you very much. I'll try to not get too emotional here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to start crying. I mean, I don't cry. You know, nobody who cries. Not me. Not me. Never. Yeah. That was just so sweet. I mean, this is me when I get comments like that, and it's amazing because I get those comments. Well, almost I would say almost all the time, but still it just feels so good. I I don't get tired of it. Well, I don't think anybody does. Like who would? Not me. Not that one either. Not me. So let's get back to work, Yasu. Back focus back here. This one here was quite dark. So were the buttons. You are a wonderful artist. Thank you very much. I appreciate your words. I appreciate them a lot. Like honestly, feels good, man. It feels so good. I'm just my cheeks are going to be burning after this live stream because I'm just smiling this all the time and talking nonsense. That's what I'm very good at, talking nonsense. So I think I could. Oh, the chopsticks are still not having any color, but doesn't really. They can be just this wood color, like there would be a certain color for wood. Wood can be colored anyway, but I just decided that this is wood color. Every now and then, this movement here happens because I'm glancing at my laptop screen to see if somebody has sent a message, so that there's no way I'm going to miss them. Because I don't want to miss a thing, like the song says. Okay. I think I want to just a little bit more here and a little bit darker actually for the deeper shadows here. Yes, looking good, looking better, looking fabulous. Splendid. Oh, there is something. I wanted to know, did you ever finish Behind the Disguise comic? I was so sad when you didn't, but I totally understood why I stopped. Uh, yes, I did finish it. And also the ending is also on that sasunaruart.com website. Like all the pages are there, including the finishing page, the finished, the pages that I drew after I told everybody that I'm going to disappear forever. um, and honestly, when I said that I'm going to stop, I honestly believed that I was going to stop. I was very honest with that because I had no intention to finish that comic, because at that point of my life I I just didn't feel like drawing Sasunaru at all anymore. Uh, but for some reason, then I ended up finishing it because I don't know. I think I just needed some time, kind of like take a break from it. And when I had taken my break, I felt comfortable comfortable enough to finish the the comic. And I can't deny it was one thing that kind of sometimes bothered me that I didn't finish it, because I always finished everything that I like, all the comics that I made. I always made sure that I finished them. It was like something that I was like kind of like proud of, something that and something that I wanted to keep doing. I didn't want to leave anything unfinished. So I'm very happy I finished it. And oh, okay. And then after, as some of you might know, after um, finishing Behind the Disguise, I was once again very sure that I'm never going to draw Sasunaru again, at least not a comic. But then my neighbor Naruto happened, and it just suddenly, even that happened so suddenly. I just suddenly decided and realized that I really want to create this comic for real. Since I created the plot, the story, I wrote it down years ago, like what is it, 2 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that, and I still had it. And when I realized that's no shit, I actually want to share this comic and this story with the people out there. I didn't plan it. It just happened. I didn't intend. It was not my intention. I just somehow realized how much I love this story, and how this story somehow just spoke to me at that moment when I was, after all that time, like rereading my own manuscript or storyboard, whatever you call it. So now my working is not going anywhere when I'm just talking again. Damn. Is there anything? Yay, I'm so happy now. Well, that's a good thing. Thank you. That was my biggest obsession. Oh, mine too. Believe me, it was my biggest obsession ever. So and I totally understand that you had to take a break. Yeah, I really needed to do that. I'm very happy you understand. Thank you. Every amazing artist do. Don't know about that, but at least I did. Like Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah, that's true. Like he said he's going to stop, and then he didn't. And I definitely understand that, because sometimes you just gotta take a break. You know, I know, like kind of let everything go and just give space to new things to come. And that's what I needed definitely as well. So, okay, this is now, yes, work, work, work. Back to work. Yeah. And even if you talk, you can work at the same time. Not a problem. Not a problem. Mm. Okay, now I've had enough of this little chicky chacky thing I do. I'm just going to start the real business here. Let's get serious, people. Let's get serious. Okay, just a little bit here. Okay, then I will get serious. Just a little tiny bit. Nothing too serious. Okay, I just said, oh, what am I even talking? Okay. I think I want to delete this live stream afterwards because I'm just talking nonsense. Well, oh well. I mean, I'm entertaining myself, but I'm not sure if it's entertaining to anybody else but me. So, yeah, well, yeah, this is a good color. I can take this and have it with me here. Do you ever listen to music when drawing? It might just be me, but I always find myself getting distracted when I do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't because I get distracted. And sometimes I don't because I just don't want to. And, you know, when I listen to music, I have a tendency to start singing along if I know the lyrics, and even if I don't know the lyrics, I will just sing along. So that's that's it's for sure that I am more productive when I don't listen to music. But still, sometimes I need the music there to be a little motivation, and then sometimes I just start jamming there, which is going to be less productive for sure, just like the singing. But yeah, sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. Okay, now I'm seriously, honestly, very seriously going to start the the the, the real deal. So let me start with the background. Let's make it clear now. Round brush. Let's make the, let's change the angle a little bit and make it more clean. So basically, my main tools are just these two brushes that I use. The other one blends more into the colors that are here. Like this brush is the one that like blends in, and this other brush doesn't blend that much. You know, it's like it's how can I say? Well, I guess I just said it. It's like blending less into the color I've already put there. And this other one I use to like make it softer because it blends in. Make it a little bigger. Let me see. Make it a little more. Here. Okay, now I like you better, but I think I'm gonna make it still more blurry here. And how long do you have been drawing? Do you mean like considering my whole life, or you talking about this particular page, or can you kind of make it more precise your question, Tanya? But I think you mean that like my whole life, or like how many years? Is that what you mean? Because I think that's what you mean. But I would like you to affirm it if you can, so that I can give you the best answer. No, wait a second. No, there is still other shadow here that I want to make strong. Just drawing in general, I suppose. Like, when did you begin pursuing art seriously? Ooh la la. Well, for sure, I've been drawing my whole life, like as long as my memory gets. I've always been drawing. Um, I started. I would say when I was 16, I started to get really like a. It's how can I say? It's like when I was 16, it started to take the most of the time of my days drawing. I mean, um, I really started to draw like on a daily basis, and but if I have to say when I got very serious about it, it was about 2 years ago when I quit my studies. If you don't know, let me tell you, I quit my university studies to make a living as an artist, which I'm doing right now. About a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I registered my own company, Yasu Wonderworld, and that's basically how I've been um, living for the past year. I mean, now, like officially, I've been an artist for a year. So that's basically what I do these days, all day long. I draw, I paint, and I draw, and I paint, and I draw, and I paint, and then I draw some more. Um, and then I have these my own products, like art products that I sell in different events that I attend. But then I also have like commissions that I take. I take all kinds of commissions, and that's basically how I make my money. And that's also the reason why I am these days asking money for these. Oh, now I'm on a wrong layer. For my Sasunaro work, I know I didn't ask any money for this before, but before this was a hobby for me. But now this is where I will have to get the money to pay my rent and to get food into my fridge. So and so I will basically have to ask the money because otherwise I wouldn't have it. Because many people have been asking why I'm all of a sudden demanding, not demanding, but why they would have to pay for the art that used to be free. But the simple reason is that I have bills to pay and I need to get them paid if I don't want to be kicked out of my apartment. So yeah, I will. Uh, that's the honest reason why I'm asking people to pay me for the work I'm doing, because these days this is my job and this is the work I do. Of course, Naruto, my neighbor Naruto, is only one of the projects that I have. It's only one of the things that I do when it comes to art. It's not the only only source of money for me, but it definitely helps. It helps me to feed myself. Like, and I'm very honestly, that's I'm just that's the truth. That's the truth there. And now I'm again just doing nothing and talking. Damn it. So let me get once more. Let me get serious here. Let me focus on the things that I came here to do. Well, I also came here to talk. So it's fine if I talk as long as I remember working. Remember to work at the same time. Mhm. And as you can see, I'm basically just, I have these two different layers for the colors. And I am, like the background is on a separate layer and then the everything else is on another layer. But that's all the layers that I basically have for the coloring or for the actual coloring. This like the I don't create any separate layers for the shades or anything. I used to do that years ago when I wasn't as comfortable with all the colors, and like I would say that I was still learning more. I'm still learning, but I hadn't learned as much as I have learned now. So I used to have many layers for different shades and everything, but as the time passed, I learned to just use the minimum amount of layers because that makes everything more like everything easier for me and faster as well. Some mm, oh, okay, now there's a new comment. Whoa, that's amazing. So does this mean you are self-taught? Yes, that's exactly what it means. I ask too many questions. Sorry. No, you don't. I love answering to them. Even if you were answering too many questions, I wouldn't mind. So it's okay. Mm, but seeing as you do art for a living now, how does that exactly work? I want to do art for a living too, but I'm not sure if I should really pursue it. First things first, I would say that only you can really know if you should pursue it. Um, I knew and I still know that that's the thing that I want to do. This is the thing I want to do in my life, and I want to do this for the rest of my life, meaning my own art. Um, it's not easy. That's what I'm going to say. It's not easy. It hasn't been an easy year for me, and don't say it's any easier now. But um, I have had to work really hard. I still have to work really hard, and I will, because this is what I want to do. So there's no giving up for me. That's what Naruto taught me, actually. No giving up here. Um, I'm sorry. I got a message. Okay. What was I even saying? Um, no, this is not professional, is it? Oh, I was talking actually about my professional artist career. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's not easy, and it's not, if you actually want to make an art career, a living as an artist. I can promise you, I can almost promise you that it's not going to be easy. At least not, definitely not in the beginning. But I also can promise you that if you know that that's what you really want to do, go for it, because it's going to be the life of your dreams. Even for me, uh, like I said, it's been hard, and I've had to be working very hard, and I basically had no holidays all year. But at the same time, it's been so much worth it. Like, even with all the amounts of work, it's my dream, and I am after it, and I am living it, and I ain't giving up. Nope. So I hope that answered your question, Tanya. Is there anything else you have in mind? Don't like, honestly, don't be afraid to ask. Uh, there is not such a thing as too many questions. At least if you ask me, it means that I can talk. And like I said in the beginning of this live stream, might have said it twice or three times even, that I love talking. I know sometimes I talk even when I shouldn't, but that's just me. Just that's just me. That's what you're gonna get. Sorry, not sorry. Do I have? Yes, I have the right brush. Okay. Let's make it a little darker here. And the eyebrows. No, that's your teeth. Yep. White teeth. Naruto has been taking care of his teeth. That's a good thing. He also takes care of his muscles, like the muscle man mug is telling us. Even though you can see it now on the screen. I keep forgetting that you can actually see my face. I hope I'm not making two weird faces. I hope I'm not scaring people off. That might happen. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, and I think I'm not happy with you, so let me add a little bit shade here. Oh, I have a wrong brush. Well, no wonder it was not giving me the result I wanted. I wanted a slight one. Okay, now it's better. I like it more this way. But I've got to say, even though this is my first voice and face live stream, I'm very happy that you've been commenting and engaging into this conversation, that I don't have to have this conversation alone. That you are actively commenting there. That's nice. I'm very happy about that. Now I keep mixing these brushes and I use the wrong one all the time because I want something softer. Thank you so much for that explanation. It did answer my question. I'm self-taught too. If you are self-taught, how did you learn anatomy and foreshortening? I have a lot of trouble for. I'm sorry, my English is not good enough to understand exactly what you mean with foreshortening. Like, what do you mean by that? But anatomy, how did I learn that? Well, let me tell you some secrets that are not secrets. Well, first of all, Google picture search is your friend, at least my friend. If I ever have trouble drawing something, like trouble with the anatomy, and I need a reference, because if you want to learn anatomy, don't be afraid of using references whenever you need it, because only by using references you will finally learn and understand how the anatomy works, so that you don't have to use the references anymore. So references are a good help on the way that you want to take if you want to learn to draw without the references. And I have a folder where I have saved like some good anatomy reference pictures that I found online, and if I'm ever in trouble, I might find a good reference picture from there. But one thing that I do quite often, not quite often, but like if I am in trouble with some anatomic or something like if there is a position that my anatomy memory doesn't yet have recorded there, because all these basic postures, and I have the basic understanding of anatomy, And most of the time I can just draw, I can go without the references, but there are some parts that I sometimes need a reference for. And I, at those moments, I quite often go in front of my mirror and I just take a picture of myself. I have I have plenty of pictures on my phone of myself in the weirdest positions ever, making these crazy things just because I need to bend myself into the position, or my hand or my leg or my face into the angle or position that I'm having trouble with, so that I will have the reference to use to understand how the position actually works. And I recommend this so much, so much. This is the best thing I've ever done. I mean, it's the one of the smartest things I do. They take crazy photos of yourself using a mirror. Do that if you want to learn anatomy. And if you need to be naked, go ahead, be naked. Okay, I'm out. So that was inappropriate. I'm sorry. But if you want to learn anatomy, honestly, uh, draw naked people. Draw naked people. And I will not stop saying this. Draw naked people, because that will force you to learn the anatomy. That will force you to understand how it works, because you will not have the excuse to draw the clothes on. Because clothes always give the bad excuse to not learn the anatomy. Everything can be hidden. So be naked. I'm not really sure how to explain foreshortening. I guess it's like drawing at odd angles. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know it is, but it's true. um, um, odd angles. Well, I think I just explained it partly to you, but I would also say that ever since I can remember, I have never really had trouble like picturing these odd angles in my mind. I think it's just a natural ability to me, that it's very easy for me to like see things 3D in my mind and then draw it. So all these angles and stuff, I have never really had trouble with them, at least not a lot of trouble, as long as I can remember. So, but even with those, I would definitely recommend references, 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 as long as you need them. Use the references till you don't need the references. Okay. Life lessons. Yasu life lessons. You gotta keep not, maybe not life lessons, but artist lessons. Yasu artist lessons. So. And also, if you want to learn to draw something, if you're struggling with drawing something, don't escape drawing it. I've met many people that have told me that, oh, I don't like to draw hands because, well, for example, hands, but um, I don't like to draw this or that because I can't draw it. I'm not good at drawing it. But the thing is, how can you ever become good at drawing them if you don't draw them? So if there's something you want to learn to draw, if you then you just gotta draw it. There is no other way to learn it. So keep drawing and keep getting out of your comfort zone when it comes to drawing if you want to improve. If you just stick to what feels comfortable to you and you're going to draw the same thing over and over and over again, do something different, try something different. I myself, I've been like I've been trying all kinds of like different techniques in my life, just trying out everything, and that's a very good thing because now I am capable of using like different ways of drawing and coloring. I can do I can like um it's like how can I even say this? Oh, English, you're limiting me. What I'm trying to say here is that mm, when you learn different things, then you know different things. And Yasu, no, stop it. I'm sorry. I hope you got the point, and I'm sure you did. I just got myself confused here. Happens happens from time to time. This is perfectly normal. So is um, is English your first language? No, no, it's not. I kind of wish it was. Would be easier to have this live stream if it was. No, but English is I've learned it. Just learned it by using it. Yes. I learned English at school, but the English no, no, actually, like honestly, I didn't learn English at school. I learned English because I got new friends, many new friends that didn't speak didn't speak Finnish, which is my native language, and so I started to learn English because I wanted to talk to my friends. And so that's the story of my. Oh no, wait, was there another comment? You're good. That makes sense. Stepping out of your comfort zone in art is essential, I think. It is essential if you want to improve. If you want to keep doing, keep repeating the same pattern, then you don't definitely have to step out of your comfort zone. But if you want to learn new things, if you want to improve your skills, then it comes in the picture. Oh God, I'm just being so slow with this. Well, but I also believe that the main point of this live stream is not even for me to get this thing finished. It's more to interact with you because I'm not gonna lie, I am so excited and happy to talk with you, to have my talk with this camera. But see, you're commenting and answering there. This is something I've never done before, but this is so great. So I would say that my main point here is um, to get to talk to you in a way, and that's the main purpose of this. I can just finish this tomorrow and be completely silent and very, very productive. But now the main point is not even to be productive, but to have a chat with you. Yes, I'm having a chat with you. Cool. English isn't my first language either. I speak Spanish. English is hard. Well, not that hard. Depends. I mean, I don't think anything like, well, if it might be hard if you're not using it daily. But I'm sure, like, even English, if you would be using it as much as I'm using English basically every day. So it becomes a habit. You just get used to it, honestly. And I can tell you, I used to suck at English. Like I was so bad. I used to be so bad at English. But just because I started to use it, I I guess I don't suck at it that much anymore. I mean, at least I hope that so far it seems that people listening to this and watching this live stream can understand what I'm saying, because there are comments on the chat telling me that yes, Yasu, you actually are making sense. Yeah, damn. Always wanted to make sense. That's my biggest dream, to make sense. Because sometimes, most of the time, don't even make sense to myself. But then again, making sense. I used to say sometimes that making sense is overrated, but well, it comes in handy from time to time. And now I'm just talking nonsense again. Let's focus. And actually get something done here. The way I'm coloring these comic pages, I want to keep it quite simple so that I don't have to spend all day, like all week, coloring these pages. So I'm not using that many different shades or anything, just keeping it nice and simple. No, that this part could actually be gray. No. Yeah, that's better. And I think I would like to have a, like maybe have this live stream some other time so that I would be drawing the page. Now I'm just coloring it, but I think it would be interesting to have a live stream recording the drawing process. Wait, I have a quick question. Okay, I've seen this cute art where Sasuke has these braids on the side of his head. I don't know if that's you because I realized your art style looks similar to that. Yeah, that's me. And that's how Sasuke is looking in this exact comic. In this panel, there's only like now you can only see Naruto. But if it was Sasuke, then it would be okay. Hey, okay. I will show it quickly because I feel like here is Sasuke, and he has them braids, as you can see. Like now, if this is from the like the picture is you can't really see the side of his hair here, but I'm sure you can see the braids. But yeah, this is the comic where Sasuke has that hairstyle. Now let him go hiding. Okay, then there is. What the heck? I love how Sasuke looks that way. Bless you for that. Oh, thanks. I love the way he looks that way as well. I mean, I don't know how I even came up with those braids, but I'm happy I did. So yeah, in this comic, he he has a new hairstyle. And it's nice. I've got a lot of feedback on that exact hairstyle, and it's like everybody loves it. I'm very happy for that. That's nice to know. I mean, I think I like it how it brings more detail into into his face. I have always enjoyed drawing Sasuke and his face in a very special way, but those now with his new hairstyle, I enjoy it even more. I don't even know why. It's just it's uh them details. I love details. Maybe it's just that. I don't know what time it is where you live, but let me tell you that here in Finland it's 9 p.m. and I don't know, I'm not exactly sure how long I'm going to keep streaming. I don't know when I'm going to start getting too tired. I mean, I didn't take my nap today, so now I'm going to be tired earlier. Just warning you, if I suddenly fall asleep, you know why. And for to everybody who's watching, I'm not usually this slow at proceeding with the coloring, and I'm way more productive knowing what I'm doing. But because of this live stream, it might seem from time to time that I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm proceeding way slower than usual. But at least you now know why. Is 12 or 3? You mean like Tanya, do you mean it's like midday? Is it midday there? If it's 12:03 p.m., then I take that as midday. Don't tell me it's midnight. Because if it's midnight, I tell you, you should be sleeping. Get your beautiful rest. Or maybe not, because if you were sleeping, you wouldn't be keeping me company here. So I don't mind. Don't be sleeping. Don't go sleeping. Just keep on doing what you do. And then midday. Okay, okay, good. Okay, good. That's better. I like that better. Midday. Well, that's kind of cool. Midday. Not here. Not midday here. That's for sure. I come so tired from school, I honestly can't sleep. Can't keep awake past 9:30. So I'm never awake past midnight. Well, that's a good thing. It's good that you get your rest. Because that's what you should do. Now this is Yasu life lessons. Always get your rest. Says Yasu who didn't take her nap. Damn. But honestly, like I can feel the sleepiness crawling. I am starting to feel a bit sleepy. So I'm very sure I'm not going to finish this panel now here during this live stream. I'm going to finish it when I am not this sleepy anymore, meaning tomorrow I have a whole day to finish it. But I think I'm definitely going to have that other live stream with the where I'm drawing the page, because I believe that will be interesting to do as well. Okay, ramen. Steaming noodle cup. Gonna have a little shade here. Zoom in. And then let's take a better position, because I'm just slouching. Is that even the correct word, slouching? Something like that. Gotta keep my shoulders straight. Have a good posture. Would you ever want to meet Masashi Kishimoto? Yes, I would. And I would say to him how grateful I am for the work that he has done, for the work that the story that he created, and how much the story uh, has taught me in my life, and how much it mattered to me, and how much it like helped me to get through a part of my life. Um, so now I would definitely just, that would be amazing. Like that would be so amazing. I've I've sometimes thought uh, of what I would, how I would react, or what I would do if I ever met him. I don't think I've ever actually met like some of any of my big uh, artist idols. So basically, meeting any of them would be a dream come true. I think I would just be just. I think I would go crazy. I would just be blushing and giggling, uh, asking for an autograph and telling them how amazing they are, and telling them how much I love their work and how much I appreciate it, uh, and, and how grateful I am, and stuff like that. Yeah, that I would do. But Masashi Kishimoto, yeah, I would definitely like to meet him. I mean, who wouldn't? My eyes are really starting to get tired. I mean, not just my eyes, me, myself, and I. I'm starting to get tired, sleepy. Oh. I think also next time I'm having this live stream, I should definitely make a better announcement about it, and not just suddenly say that, hey, there's a live stream coming in 5 minutes. Yeah, here it is. But would actually be more professional with that, and let people know well in time when the live stream is going to be on, so that people would be prepared and know where it's coming. Yeah, I know I should rest. I am going to uh, end this live stream quite soon so that I can get my rest. I'm just going to color it just a little more. I mean, I'm not going to fall asleep yet, but it might happen in 30 minutes, so I'm not going to be live streaming that long. Just like 5-10 minutes yet still, and then I'm done for today. Let me see. I want it a bit darker here. Do you do any other activities besides art, like music and stuff? I love singing. Don't ask me to sing now. But I love singing, and I play a little bit, just a little bit piano. Like I know something. I know something about playing piano. And I like exercising. Like just I love running. I just love running. And so I do like these. I have my own regular workouts and running. And during the summer, I cycle, but all kinds of exercising. I play floorball, and in summer I play volleyball and stuff like that. But just like basic stuff. I don't know. I don't do anything professional. I'm out of that business. Trust me, I'm very much out of that business. But just for the fun of it, because I really enjoy it. I couldn't live without exercising. That's for sure. Like I would just suffer if I didn't get to go run in the forest. That's my favorite place to run, by the way. I just go into the forest and pretend I'm a tiger. No, not really. I used to do that when I was a kid. These days I only go into the forest, but I don't pretend to be a tiger. At least I don't admit it. Even if I did it, I wouldn't admit it. That's the best way to keep it. I wonder if there is anything else. Well, then just basic life. I like cooking, but even with that, it's just the basic cooking. Basic food. I like it. I enjoy it. So just basic things. Even here, I see. I keep adjusting the same parts of the face, and nothing changes. I'm just doing the same thing again and again. This is fun. This is because I'm not fully focusing. I don't think I even can. I don't think the purpose of live stream is to focus really on what I'm doing. At least when there is the voice. If I would mute the microphone, then I could fully focus. But that's not what I want to do today, anyway. Have you ever done watercolor? Tanya, I believe that you are a new follower of mine because if you had been following me even a little longer, you would know that I definitely do watercolor, and I do it a lot. And I mean, I use them very often. Uh, most of my commissions have been watercolor commissions. At the moment, I'm also illustrating. I mean, creating like like I'm working on my own illustrated book for children, and all the illustrations are made with watercolors, and you can find those watercolor works if you go to like if you go to my other YouTube channel. Like I have a Yasu Wonder World. Just if you just Google search Yasu Wonder World, I'm sure you will find everything you need. But and there you will definitely find a lot of watercolor works. So so that you can see what kind of watercolors I am producing. I mean the works. Okay, Naruto. You know what? I'm not even. This is incredible how slow I can be. But I guess at least now I proved to myself that I need a brain to color, to make art. I need a brain for that. And my brain needs to be focused if I want to get something done. But I'm very sure even with my slow proceeding, the few people that have been joining my live stream have you've had the chance to get an idea of the way I work with coloring these comic pages. Oh, okay. Yeah, I found you about 2 weeks ago, so I'm not too familiar with your work. Sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. That is completely understandable. And but anyway, now as I told you, now you have a chance to discover my watercolor art. And like I don't know like if you have Instagram or anything. I also like there I also have um, those watercolor works that you can check. But even there you can find it by searching Yasu Wonder World. You are able to find me on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Tumblr. It's all Yasu Wonder World. So go discover the wonder of watercolors. uh, I guess I should not be in advertisement business because I don't know if those sentence would work. I guess I should just stick being an artist. It's a good thing artists are like a, it's somehow it's normal that artists are a little bit crazy maybe sometimes. So every time I'm not making any sense, and just being crazy, I can just blame it on my artist personality. Not my fault. It's the artist in me. Okay, I think I want to. I'm pretty much going to end this live stream. I would say now, because well, you know, we made some progress here. You see, it's almost starting to look like Naruto. I mean, it does look like Naruto did already in the beginning, but you know, the colors are starting to be in places where they should be. But anyway, I'm just going to finish coloring this page tomorrow on my own when I'm being more productive and talking less. Oh, by the way, let me save this. I haven't saved it for once. I don't want my work to be done for nothing. So now I have saved that, and I'm going to say goodbye to you, and thank you all very much for joining this live stream. Like you probably know by now, this was the first time ever I was streaming live with my voice and my face. So, but I still I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I can do this more often and get you with me here working and talking again sometime. And Tanya says, bye, have a good night. Thank you very much. I'm sure I will have a very good night because I'm so sleepy. I'm just going to pass out. And thank you, Tanya, and everyone else for joining and keeping me company. Would have been way more boring without you to actually talk to myself. So that's it for today, and goodbye and good night for me.